We spent the day today talking about our professional practice and considering how we can help influence our children to survive and thrive in this digital world. So I thought I would give you a very quick history of technology and communication. First, advancements in technology have influenced our society and our social norms for millennia. Whether it was the spear or the supercomputer, our ability to adapt or transform has spelled out whether or not we thrive or we become extinct. So I've got 4.5 minutes left. I'm going huge. 2.5 million years ago, genus Homo arrived on this planet. We are the last ones. Homo sapiens are the last of our kind. 50,000 years ago, we developed the physiology to be able to speak, which allowed us to communicate, collaborate, and strategize how to remain the apex predator. Our next nearest relative, the Neanderthal, was not quite as lucky. So, speed ahead. 1876, the invention of the telephone, Alexander Graham Bell, now making it possible for us to call home and tell our mother we wouldn't be home for dinner. And the question is, did the telephone actually help bring us together, or did it actually serve to separate our relationships? The questions get harder. Zoom ahead to 1969, the year that I was born. A couple things happened between the invention of the telephone in 1969. The late 60s brought us the computer mouse, also the quartz watch, and the compact cassette. First government internet existed, the basic program language, barcode readers, and the ATM, which of course used radioactive paper. 1969, Woodstock, Sesame Street was born, and thank goodness the first cocktail party was held. 52 million households were watching television, and they were watching Gunsmoke, Bonanza, and laughing. All these things still brought people together. Into the late 70s, the MUD was created, which as an online platform allowed people to role-play games. Personal computers we talked about today. The $200 Walkman made it possible for generations of children to tune out their parents. This Michael Jackson had his first breakout hit. The YMCA was suing the Village People. ESPN was born, and the first commercial cellular network came live in Chicago, if you can believe that. And in late 80s, the first of 24 GPS satellites took to the air. A computer beat a master chess player. 2 years later, the internet will be born. Microsoft launched Office 1.0, and this little doohickey here in the middle had 1 million transistors in it, changing computers forever. Socially, in the late 80s, Mario became the longest standing star of a game. Pixar won the Academy Award. Bart Simpson was telling everyone to eat his shorts. And those kids who hadn't yet got a Walkman could now tune out their parents with a Game Boy. By the late 90s, CompuServe and America Online were delivering our emails. The protocols for Bluetooth and Wi-Fi had been established. Napster and MySpace pretty much changed our lives forever. And now your mom could tell whether you were calling from Jimmy or Jenny's house when you called. Also in the late 90s, millions of children learned how to drive by playing Grand Theft Auto. 30 drove people crazy in the stores. Y2K, the world was coming to an end, and Bart Simpson was still on the air. By 2009, we had iTunes and YouTube. And 4G made it possible for smartphones to exist, and thank goodness, Google Maps came into existence so we could find Lake Placid. We spent hours building buildings with Minecraft, and we could pay for everything with Bitcoin. Also, the highest grossing movie of all time, Avatar, people were watching the Jersey Shore. Obama elected, this Michael Jackson died at the age of 50, and Twitter and Facebook really changed our lives forever. So the question as I look at this is this magnet drawing or repelling our relationships? Have they been improved, or have they been debilitated by what we've experienced? Our job as educators and parents is to help our children with this and remind them that they need to form this. So I wanted to thank Anna Hamayun for sharing the 3 S's with us to help our children survive and thrive in this digital world. Thank you.